back, folks. We got a big one for you today on the Voice of Onewheel, and I'm showing you this clip of, yes, it is me going down the mountain at Copper Mountain, out in Colorado. Film taken by two girls, one wheel, Jackie Goral. Happy recent birthday to her. But this is going to get me going today. We're watching me going down the hill, and something is about to happen in this video that you can see on our YouTube channel. But I reference this because it's starting to piss a lot of people off, Jim. I'm getting angry comments coming in, and I want to know how you feel about it. What do you think, Jim?
Think about what? I can't see your snowboard yet, so let's see this video. Pop it up for me, because I don't know what to think.
That's what I'm going to do for you. I wanted to put you in a position where I am sorry you couldn't win. But, dude, this is really bugging me. I'm getting comments every single day that come in on this video that are negative because of the way that I ride. Now, I got a lot of people who are on this Zoom. Lyle is here. Belly is not here today, but Lyle, are you going to fill in for him? Are you going to bring the energy?
I'm going to try and represent the social media lounge as best as I can. Tom, what's up, guys? Billy Naff, everybody hanging out already, so we got a crew going.
Very good. So thank you, Lyle, for doing that. Jim, of course. And then we've got a bunch of guests who I can't wait to get to. But look, guys, here's the deal. I'm out here riding and just chilling on this video, and you'll see every now and then you get these comments that come in at a collision point that happens halfway through. Now, I will leave it there. If you want to go see the rest of the video, go over to our channel and you can check it out. Now, Jim, I know you can't see it because I'm teasing you like everyone else. And I'm saying, go watch the video on your own. You're here to watch stuff about Onewheels. But why do I talk about this? Because I feel like it's always skiers who are making these comments. I do. I think it's skiers. Every single time from here on out that I wake up to a negative comment on that video, I'm just going to ask, hey, what kind of skis do you have?
I got an idea.
What's that?
Stop looking at the comments.
Stop looking at the comments. Now, I understand that.
Just kind of easy.
But the reason that I bring this up, Lyle, is because I'm so tired. I'm tired of the dichotomy between skiers and snowboarders. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, but it's going to happen. Surfers and bodyboarders, man. We all want to catch waves, but not on the same wave, pal.
Okay, so that is then how I set myself up for today's show. Are people going to get mad at me because I'm talking to EUC riders who are different than snowboarders and one-wheel riders? Because you got to realize that the one-wheelers are snowboarders and EUC riders are skiers. No offense to EUC riders, I ride them myself, but that's skiing. It's the electric version of skiing, and I will have our guests on right now to prove me wrong. Rafa, am I wrong, dude? Is EUC the electric version of skiing? He's muted. I need him in my life. There he is.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Have you ever been skiing?
I've never been ski before, so I don't know.
Well, you ride an EUC, so sell me on it. Why should I be excited about this, and why are you guys enjoying what you ride?
I would say because closer to motorcycle, I guess. Wind on your face. I don't know. I never skied before, so I don't know how to compare like with the ski.
Well, the point that I wanted to make is that I don't feel like there's a difference in one-wheeling and EUC riding anymore, the way that there has been a just decades long difference of skiers versus snowboarders. It's nice to see that doesn't really exist, because that definitely exists on the mountain. I'll show it to you in the comment section. Just go check it out on that video. Okay, but it's not like that in EUCs, Rafa. You guys seem like good and accepting type of people.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't care what people think. I just like to ride, and it's just a different way of fun, to have fun. I mean, I like to ride my one wheel as much as I like to ride my EUC. You know, it just depends on the mood, depends where I'm going, depends on the pavement I want to go. It just depends.
Evelyn, you're in the chat saying that you think that one wheeling is like snowboarding. Evelyn came to us from Meals on One Wheels, and we have an update from her in a second. But do you want to speak to this at all? Have you noticed the difference between skiers and snowboarders?
Hey, way to jump in on not your camera time. No, I'm kidding.
I know, sorry. But yeah, I mean, I snowboarded maybe for 10 years prior. And when I was like, you know what, there needs to be a way that we can snowboard on land without snow. And like, I was actually looking at another board, which is called the summer board, before I even heard about Onewheel.
Don't get me
And like, I
started.
was like, oh, you know, I really wanted the summer board. And then I tried the Onewheel and I was like, dude, this is like carving, but on land, you
She
know?
gets
And that's like the movement exactly the same.
So that's what I
That's why
believe.
I was able to get on it
No,
quickly.
bounce her, get her out of here. Her segment isn't even for 10 more minutes. No, I would say that that's very much like, that's what I felt. I agreed with Evelyn the first time I rode a snowboard. The first time I rode a one wheel, I was like, wow, this means I can snowboard pretty much any day of the year. This is amazing, and I don't have to get on lifts. I don't have to be all cold all the time. And then when I got my EUC, I'll admit I've never skied before, but I was great on rollerblades. And the EUC did not click for me, Anthony, until I realized, oh, stop treating it like it's one thing in between your legs and free your mind as if your feet are kind of separate. Do you feel me on that?
Oh yeah, for sure. So like the EUCs, they're completely different from the one wheel. It takes an entirely different set of muscles and balancing aspects just to actually learn how to ride an EUC. You know, I get a lot of people who try to go from one wheel to EUC and originally, you know, test it out, and they have so like the trouble they have trying to get it started, to get it going is so much harder, you know. But that's because everything's micro movement, you know, and it works sort of the same way with skiing. You know, you have the forward position, and because of that, you have better like movement and control.
Oh, absolutely. When it's a weird feeling being forward facing, but what I didn't realize is I was treating my feet like they were like connected. And when you start realizing like just treat it as if you were wearing rollerblades, the EUC sort of just kind of clicked for me, and I was like, oh. And then I started pretending like I had poles. I'd never been skiing. I don't know. I was just pretending I was on a Nintendo ride, and I was just like, oh, I get it. This is cool. I get it now. And so, I mean, I really do enjoy them, but the learning curve is steep, man. Your shins get whacked to all hell in the beginning phase. What's the best tip for a rider? Rafa, do you have a tip for somebody who's just getting started? The easiest way to learn how to ride an EUC? Oh, go ahead. You're on mute. I got you on mute. There you go.
For beginner riders, like a friend taught me, once you want to step on the EUC, you just put your chest up. Just put your chest up and just look straight forward. You know, don't try to look it down, because you're not gonna have the right balance. Just try to look forward and chest up. That way you're gonna, you know, try to get a better balance.
Oh wait, so let me open myself up for when I fall face forward into my chest.
I feel like pretty much what is going to happen every single time is what happened to his phone. You're going to bite it when you try this thing at first, because it's you have to do a trust fall. Guys, am I wrong? You have to do a trust fall forward,
yes,
and let the thing catch you. And it's just like, oh, that's weird.
You're gonna fail one way or the others, but anyways, you gotta try. I mean, I show a few different people here in Florida, and they did what I say, like somebody told me before, and they just start riding. From like, as a first time rider.
That's impressive. Jim, have you ever tried one, or what are you thinking on these EUCs? They seem pretty cool, man. They're pretty quick.
So bad.
What?
I want to try one. They look so fun. I've seen all the videos, and I go, hey, I skied for 7 years. I've snowboarded for 20 years. And then, so I want to try one so bad.
Will you
I
please?
just can't wait to get out.
Will you speak to this skier snowboard?
So my first interaction that I saw EUC was I just got my one wheel, and I was at the Lowe's parking lot, and this dude was ripping across the parking lot with a cart, a shopping cart. And the shopping cart stopped, and his EUC didn't.
Oh, no.
His EUC went under the shopping cart.
Wow.
And kept going. And yeah, it was a mess. But I'm definitely afraid of those things, dude. I don't know.
I appreciate you saying that, Lyle. You're gonna get me into where I want to go next with this. But Jim, can you speak to skier versus snowboard versus EUC versus one wheel? Do you think there's a connection there?
Well, the animosity that is definitely not there that I see from skiing. We used to always, when I first started skiing, beware those snowboarders. They'll jump out and get you.
What is it with you guys? What's the deal, man?
Skiers are moving, man.
Why are you so mad at us? Can we just do it? If I'm snowboard and you're ski, like Facebook and Apple had those commercials long ago. What? Hey, ski. Why are you so mad at me? What did I do to you, man?
Because when we get into a tiff or we get into an accident on the slope, it's always your fault.
It's not
That's
always
why.
my
Always.
fault.
It's always the snowboarder's fault.
Should I show it?
So-
I feel like I should show it. Now I sort of have
Social
to show
media
it.
lounges chiming off about EUCs, and I agree that it's not really like this weirdness of like, oh, I'm bringing EUC riders here. It's, part of the show. But I tried one actually, and like a One Wheel Mob said, if he tried to get on it 2 feet, he felt like a rock. I think I got maybe 3 feet, and I tried to jump off and I couldn't, and it was not good.
It's really, really, really hard. I don't blame you. I sat outside whacking my shins for 2 days. And what helped me, and I hope this saves anybody, because I promise you, if you get a chance to try one of these, you should absolutely give it a try. Put some shin guards on if you have any catcher's equipment at home or anything like that. That would certainly help. Lyle, help me out if you can. But just mute if you can.
sorry.
No, that's okay. We're joined by some extra bystanders today. I hope everybody's okay with that. It just is what it is, and we're happy to do it.
There'll be special guests in a minute.
Yeah, but no. What I was gonna say, if you're looking to try a EUC and not really get hurt, start off holding against a fence. If you can find a chain link fence, that's really helpful to just kind of go next to and hold as you go along, and you can keep grabbing side. And the other thing I've seen somebody do, Anthony, have you seen the this looks odd. Have you seen the belt? You take a belt, right, and you loop it around the top, and you just hold the belt like this, and just being able to pull upwards kind of gives you a feeling of some sort of trust. Can you speak to that at all?
So whenever you're riding an EUC and you go over bumps or like a large crack or you're going down a curb, sometimes your feet have a tendency of slipping off.
Right.
It's like the one wheel in a sense, but when you fall off a one wheel, the one wheel wants to leave you. The EUC doesn't really want to do that because it doesn't have a sensor problem the same way the one wheels do. But the rope will definitely keep you secured. Now they have things that sort of keep you, on there and give you leverage, like Clark pads. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen those before. Shibby Time uses those when he makes jumps and things like that.
What's a
They
Clark
keep
pad?
your feet locked in, so when you want to go further, you want to go faster, you want to slow down,
Flight fins
it has
for
a brace
EUCs.
against the back or the front of the EUC. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're locking in
And those
onto
things
something
are
that's going to drop you face first into the ground.
Bro, Lyle keeps
Mike is with me, man. Mike is all over this with me, going like, "Wait a second.
You know what? I want to eat it because that's part of the game. And at
not
the last
locked in.
ride, Anthony hit like a fucking Anthony hit like a stair. This whole stair thing. He ghost rided it. He hopped on, and I'm amazed. I'm sold already. So
Who's
I want to hop
talking
on
right now? Who
but
is
I could see the
this?
difference in the beginning. People like, this is the one wheel. We're one wheeling, and then if other people bring other boards in, it's kind of different. But now, man, we're here. We're all mobbing together. But I really look forward to eating it. That Lyle's talking about.
Dude, this is another one wheel meals on one
Video
wheel.
or it never happened, Mike."
They're breaking into the show completely unhinged, and I love it. No, guys, here's the question that Lyle is just pushing me onto. He doesn't even realize that this is exactly where I wanted to go. Look, if a one wheel fails, which it just did to me, right now I don't have a one wheel. It broke. It bricked
Ooh.
while I was riding. Do you have something from the social media lounge before I go any further?
Sean One Wheel Nelson. EUC talk, ... I walked into McDonald's. Y'all trying to sell me a Whopper?
Dude, don't tell me you don't want to try one, Sean. I don't want to hear it. Don't give me that attitude, Nelson.
Oh, I love the social
I
media
totally
lounge. Bernie
feel you.
chiming
I
in
love-
with a touchdown saying it's Chick-fil-A, Sean.
Wiener
Listen,
Schnitzel verse,
they're super fun. But here's the question that I wanted to ask the one wheel people, you fuckers. Listen. Oh, children.
Good show.
If your board cuts out, like my one wheel did while riding, either the front or the back pad's going to hit, and then you're going to hop off. Okay? What the F am I going to do if my EUC cuts out?
I got an answer.
You're on a wheel, and it better not be eat shit,
no,
Lyle.
I have an answer for that.
I have an answer too.
Yes,
You're gonna hit either the front or the back of your head.
And I'm telling you, it's terrifying, man. Anthony, what do I do,
No,
man?
I've done it.
You've done it. Take us through.
That last mega ride where I went down the 35, 40 stairs, I fell 3 different times. And the first one, usually what happens when your EUC is going to cut out, you kind of feel it and you can sort of just step forward. You know, on a one wheel, you kind of have to like shift and turn when you eat it. But on a EUC, you can sort of just like run it out. You can just step right off. It's actually really funny. Or you can jump off. Just jump and then it'll just
You're not Supermaning? You're not Supermaning like this?
Sarah, Michael gets it. You're Supermaning. I don't want to hear it, dude. I mean, you're going to have to be.
I've done that. I've done that twice. There's only one that was really bad. I hit I was on a trail and then like I snagged like a bush and it was over. Like I just flew right off. And Mike, man, all the way, I swear I felt like 10 feet. That was great.
Mike, a quick comment for you from the social media lounge. He wants to eat it, and like scrunchy face or the questioning emoji. Is he pushing Meals on One Wheels again?
You're darn right
let's
he
do it
is.
that way. I'm pushing the Meals on One Wheels. Exactly. That's what it is. I just want to push the eating it.
Why don't you two stick right there? You and Evelyn hang on tight, and we will say goodbye to Rafa. And, of course, Anthony, thank you guys for joining us today. I do appreciate you making time. One-wheel riders love you, EUC riders. We are very welcoming. Don't listen to the social media lounge right now. I'm mad at them.
In all fairness, Anthony and Rafa are both like killers on one wheels, too.
Yeah, for sure. So, Anthony, thanks for joining us, man.
Keeps calling me a trader, too. It's awesome, dude.
I think I question you, too. You trading teams?
So that is Anthony King, Anthony Rogue Ross, Anthony_Ross on IG. Make sure to give him a follow. Thanks, Anthony.
Yep, no problem. It's good to see you guys.
You too, bud.
It's good to be,
man.
And then Rafa with his daughter, of course. Rafa, we'll say goodbye to you, of course. Raphael Souza, this Brazilian dude on IG. Rafa, thanks for joining us, man.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, bud.
Good to see you guys. See you guys soon.
All right, aloha, my brother.
Aloha, mahalo.
Say goodbye to the little one for us. It's always a good time here on the group ride. And thank you, Social Media Lounge. You know I love you, but I have to give you some tickles when Belly's not here to stick up for you. Yeah, you're in my zone now. Ooh. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, it's getting weird. Tickle, tickle.
Whoa. Settle down there. Simmer down now.
Simmer down now.
Oh goodness, I love doing this show. All right, what's going on with Meals on One Wheels? Did we hit the thing, the total? Did we get this?
Well, Jim's been keeping an eye on it all week, and then he was like, "Hey,
Voices of One Wheel. Wow.
What happened, Mike? What happened?
Within a matter of just having a song, sharing your platform, just bang, over $500 in less than a couple minutes.
Boom! Oh man!
And that's like weeks. That's days, man. I just want to say I appreciate. We got new followers. We got people hitting us up. We got people showing mad love. Thank you for opening up your channels.
Oh,
yeah. Usually it takes about $1,500 to rock. Y'all hit 1/3 of it, and it was just so easy.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you sharing your platform, man. And Santa Cruz is coming up on the 20th. We are super juiced. We're planning out the ride right now. It's epic. It's beautiful. A little bit of change of pace. We're not going to be that much in the city. We're going to be coastal riding, man. We're going to be hitting nature. It's going to be ill. And I just want to say thank you, man. Y'all, man, just for just bringing us on and sharing your platform and helping us, because that was a tremendous help. And it was just so relieving to get that extra love and help. And thank you.
Dude, you're more than welcome. It makes our day. I don't know. Does anybody else want to cry? Right? I'm not crying. You're crying. You get out of here. Evelyn,
Who's cutting the onions?
Get Evelyn on the screen. Who's cooking onions over here? Come on, Evelyn.
I'm cooking some dinner, lunch, whatever you guys want.
No, listen.
We'll be having tomorrow.
No, we're just happy that this is working out for you guys, and I wanted to get a quick update because Jim was following it. And, well, Jim, why don't you lead this? What's going on with this?
So we saw that you were about $200 shy the other day for your goal there. So I guess the pro group for Onewheels stepped up to the plate, put an extra $240 in there to smash your $3,000 goal for you. So I saw that.
Oh, then that's an extra one. I didn't even know that was connected with y'all. Oh my goodness, so that's even extra. Jesus.
No, that's not. They're not connected with us.
They just threw that in there so you'd hit that goal on there. So I thought that was awesome of them. That was
great. That was so excellent, and that's just that's teamwork, man. This is what the project is all about. It's bringing all these networks in, and like this is a new wave, right? We're putting everybody in together, even EUC riders. You know what I mean?
I mean, Mike, seriously, they brought the hype though, right? For that group ride, that mega ride, that shit that that Anthony was pulling off. That's incredible.
I've never seen it, and it's so beautiful is the community that comes in there. And as you know, like he's a one-wheeler, so it's like, hey, that's one of us hopping on another one wheel, right? And hitting those stairs, bro. Like they literally had a giant speaker. They're playing Mortal Kombat, and he was hitting those stairs, and I was like, how is this even possible, bro? Because in my head too, like I haven't ridden that yet either, and I'm just thinking Superman, I'm eating it, and he's just no fear. And it's just dope to bring all these different components in. And now our rides are getting even doper with EUC, with different types of boards, with electric bikes, and just the stoke is all around, man. So just the
stoke is contagious, brother.
All right, well, listen, if you guys want to help them out, Meals on Onewheels, they're giving food to people who need it, and it's a good cause, and you get to ride Onewheels while you're doing it. They're taking it all on themselves, and anybody who wants to help. So just the link is in the description below if you want to help them reach even more of their goal. And I say support them. So go ahead and do it. If you can do that, that will be awesome. We'll get you guys on periodically to make sure that we get updates.
Thank you so much. And the 20th, Santa Cruz, California, we're coming for you. Onewheels partner us up. We're going to have some really dope raffles for our volunteers. Pull up. It's going to be a party. It's going to be super lit. Every single time it's getting bigger and bigger. Thanks to y'all for watering this seed, man. Okay. Voices of Onewheel, man.
Okay, Santa Cruz, man. I'll do it. All right, so thank you, Michael. Thank you, Evelyn. You guys stay strong. Keep us updated. Thank you for joining us as always. Their stoke is always welcome here. They broke through the bouncers, and there was really nothing that we could do. We just said, you know what? Fine. Stay. Join us. You're always welcome. And that is the case. And for all of you here in the social media lounge, Belly does say he misses you. He wishes he could be here. He just had one of those appointments that you make like a year ago, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit.
He made the appointment 6 months ago. Getting his teeth clean.
Yep. He has a dirty mouth, so he has to clean that up a bit.
So where am I at? We got to do stuff. Goodbye. Thank you, sir. Member today is brought to you, of course, the Voice of Onewheel, by StreetShred.com. Now, I've been finding certain ways to talk to you about this. I'm not going to do anything except for threaten you every single day that we do this. I'm going to tell you if you don't go over there, I'm going to come take my broken Onewheel. I'm going to throw it at you. I'm going to throw it through a window. So I will be breaking one of your windows in your house, throwing my bricked Onewheel through it, because you didn't go to StreetShred.com. They've got amazing stuff over there, and I joke because they love the show. They get the show. Are you
taking your Viper pad off before you chuck it?
I will take the Viper pad off of the back of it because that's from StreetShed.com, and I love it. I ride with it every single day, and I don't want anything to happen to my baby. But the rest of my Onewheel, through your window. Go to Street Shred. What do you need? What else do you need for me to say?
Can you carry your Onewheel on your EUC?
Yeah, you can. You certainly can.
Really?
Yeah. I actually ride. I walk Clyde. I run Clyde on the EUC. You can do a lot of it, but you can't go to Street Shred unless you're ready to spread the stoke. And I think that's everybody here in the social media lounge. So please do that. Help them. They help us, and we do appreciate it. They got some good stuff over there. Remember, they have a Night Shark fender system, and I do really enjoy that Viper pad that I ride, as much as we joke. It's awesome. It's concave as fuck. Can I say that? Concave as fuck.
Good show.
Concave as fuck. Now we're not getting money anymore. No more monetization. It's over. Whatever. Just get it all over to Street Shred. Spread it there. As we move on, things are happening very quickly. I've got another interview to get to. But Jim, what the hell? Got a new segment that's happening over on the Patrons Only podcast, and we wanted to debut it here real quick. What the hell, Jim?
Yeah, well, what the hell? I'm old. What can I say? I'm at the level where I don't know things anymore in the dating world or the realm of being with a significant other that isn't yet been proposed to. So I wanted to know, when do you know as a single person when it's time to take it to that next level and move in with the person that you're with?
Is that before or after Facebook official?
Do you have to be Facebook official first? I think that'd be
I
part
don't
of
know.
it, wouldn't it?
Wait a minute.
I don't know. I'm married before all of this Facebook crap came out, so I'm like,
There's a show about Onewheels, and we're going to have the people on for EUC interviews. And when do I move in with my significant other? Do you know how much I'm going to get crushed for this? What are you guys doing to me?
Big time. What the hell?
All right, if Jim wants to know what the hell, so Social Media Lounge, when do you know that the time is right to move in with your significant other? Help a brother out. I'm in a new relationship. Maybe I'll have to figure that out one day. When will you know? When did you know? Is it when you fart in front of her? I've never done that. Never in my life.
You electric unicycle in front of her? Or?
Equivalent.
Hey, getting it back now, huh? There you are. Long time no see, Adam.
Screw you, skiers. I'm in trouble, man. I really am. All right, well, you'll have to let us know. Pipe it in.
Social Media Lounge, first one chimes in, says you move in when your significant other has a one wheel.
I was gonna say they're gonna either say that or when they first agree to ride a one wheel with you. Now, the first thing
Second one is when you're late on rent.
That's pretty good.
Now the feels are starting to come in, so go ahead. What you're saying, I'll cue these up.
There you go. Keep them coming on the Social Media Lounge. When do you know that it's the right time to move in with your significant other? I, on the first date, saw that she tried my one wheel, fell, and got up and said, I want to try it again. Give her a key.
Was that before or after French toast?
She's not watching, is she?
Facebook official?
So we love when you guys participate with the show. Feel free to pipe that into the Social Media Lounge. When is it the right time? When do you know that it's right to move in with your significant other? What happened?
When you feel like you can't sleep without them next to you. That was a nice one, Christy. I'm sure
That's adorable.
Bart will appreciate that. When she can change your Vega to a whisper.
Okay, very good. Now, I don't know. I've got a lot of things that I want to just empty out here. We want to empty out the well and go through our files of some of the things we got backed up doing over the last couple weeks that we never really got to. We'll start off with Matt Ligori. So I want to open that up. And Matt sent us this, and we thought this was pretty cool. So let's just go ahead and play this for you guys, and we'll be right back after this. Just looks cold, but I love people who are willing to try it, Lyle. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't care. They're like, whatever.
That is insane.
Have you ridden in snow like this?
Negative.
Negative Ghost Rider. Jim, you?
No, I have never had the chance to.
One wheel snow bros, boys. That's crazy, man. And they don't even have like remember when the Badger wheel dude, I forget what his name is. I'm so sorry. I'm forgetting his name. Who makes the Badger wheel? Somebody help me out in the Social Media Lounge. But I remember he had that like treaded sack that you could put over your tire. They're not even riding that. They're cruising.
The Soccasin.
The Soccasin. Yeah. What is that guy's name? Robert something? I sound so dumb right now, but Robert, what's up, dude? Shout out to you, bro. Nah, but this is awesome. I really appreciate you sending me this, Matt. Matt Ligori, ladies and gentlemen. Just crushing it.
I don't know how they're they're kind of shooting straight lines. I'm backing up from the mic and watching this video. So I'm like, I guess not really a whole lot of carving.
Well, you kind of can't carve, I would imagine, in the snow.
Ooh.
See, that's the beauty. When you bite it, who cares?
Right on cue.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So I wanted to play that for you guys. And then what else do I have here for you? Well, we do have a pop recap. That's something that I wanted to do. On the Patrons Only podcast the other day, something weird happened. And it was yesterday, so it should be fresh on your guys' memories. But I wanted to ask the social media lounge as we try to engage you a little bit here. How do you do with blood? You good with blood? You good with it? Because when it comes on TV, you know, do you get sick? Do you get a little queasy? Do you change the channel? Or are you like, man, I want to spend my career in that? Some people do. Some people live in the crash groups. I don't know why. Grosses me out. But we were talking yesterday about what happened on last week's Patrons Only podcast where Lyle all of a sudden just left. We will tell you that at the end of this show. And it's worth sticking around for because apparently there's been a breach in security all the way from Hawaii. They came past our bouncer, Joseph, and they are joining us now. Lyle, take this away. Who is in this presence of the Zoom?
Oh, we just lost it. Oh, there we go. We have John and Preston and Fire Red Beer joining us from Hawaii. They're doing an amazing trip around the Big Island of Hawaii on their Onewheels. It's about 254 miles, I think they said. It's going to take them 3 to 4 days. So we have John, and they're actually down in this kind of remote location called Lapahoihoi Point. So if you're familiar with Hawaii, it's a scenic place, and I don't know how they're joining us, but welcome, John. Welcome, Preston.
Right on. Thank you, guys. Stoked to be here.
Dude, thank you for joining the show. How long have you been riding without a shower? When was your last shower?
Oh, man. That was more than 24 hours ago, for sure.
All right. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So
Not Jadi, though. He took a shower last night in the freezing cold. I was like, I'm just going to stay dirty for a little bit longer.
Oh, that dude. I love these guys. All right. So take us through the ride. How long is this, man? It's been, it's freezing cold out there. How are you feeling right now? You've been riding forever, man.
Wait, freezing cold is 60 degrees?
Well, it's cold for them. It's in Hawaii.
I just looked it up. Lapahoihoi's current temperature is 60 degrees.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, it was cold there last night. Up in when we were passing Waimea town, elevation was like 3,000 feet. So it was real cold up in Waimea town. But
give me the best.
Beach, so
give me the best story from the ride so far. Oh man, I really want this answer. I want this answer so bad. I'm like trying not to bail. All right,
I could tell you guys a little bit about the Big Island and where they started from. They started on hopefully we can get them back here.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and mute them now for while they're trying.
Well, one thing I thought was kind of funny is we topped out. Can you hear me right? Can you hear me right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, we can hear you.
I think that was as long as the delay was right there. That whole thing. That was like a 10-20 second delay.
Sweet.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
John, we can still hear you, so when you're ready, we'll stop. But I'll let you guys know what's going on. From the leeward side of the island on Kona, they went north into Kohala, which is the northernmost point of the island, and then came back up into Waimea town, which is where they're talking about. In Hawaii, we loosely say Waimea on the Big Island is like God's country. It's always just nice and just feels good, and it's got this really cool vibe. It's an old cowboy town, and then from there they went descended back into like ocean level into a little town called Honoka'a along the Kohala coast. The Hamakua coast, and they're coming back south into Lapahoihoi and then Hilo. So those are the two main cities or towns on the Big Island. Is Kona on one side, very touristy. Hilo on the other side is definitely more local. Some tourist stuff there. what's exciting for me is that how they're going to go back to Kona is they're going to go around the south side of the island, which is the southernmost tip of the United States, on their one wheel as they circle the island. So that's so cool. On the Big Island, you can get 11 of the 13 world's climates in a day.
Oh,
So it's
what?
a very unique
Wait a
place.
minute. 11 of the 13? Give me them. I need them now. Jim, can you get on that?
Yeah. So you can go from the frozen tundra up in Mauna Kea to the tropics. You can the desert. There is rainforest,
Normal.
beach. I forget all of them, but the Big Island.
Jim, do you have the 13 climates?
So the climate zone classification, you got polar and tundra, boreal forest, the mountain, temperate forest, Mediterranean, which I don't, Mediterranean Sea. So that's kind of cutting that out. Desert, dry grassland, tropical rainforest. And then you have the microclimates of that.
Lyle, you get 11 of those?
Yep, on the Big Island.
That sounds great. Wait, Hawaii's more than one island? What's happening over here?
Get out of here, nerd.
All right, well, thank you to the dudes for checking in with us. I know the internet sucks. We really tried to do something cool there, but we'll check in with them maybe after they get back and have them back on the show if that works.
Yep, I think we could do that.
All right, let's do that. All right, well, we'll just shuffle things around a little bit because things did really happen. And I guess now I'll play that pop audio for you guys as Nate joins the show. Nate, you know what? Let's keep that pop audio off for a little bit because I'm going to ask Nate. You ride an EUC, dude. Are you worried at all? I am terrified of what would happen if it were to cut out because it doesn't have a front foot pad to catch you. How do you ride, and do you just put it out of your mind? Do you ride slow enough where you could run it out? Because I find that...
Yeah. I mean, I know exactly what you're saying. There's definitely something about that particular stance. Even falling on a one wheel, you might hit a shoulder and roll, which obviously I've done that. I know a lot of people have. The EUC, I will say, I don't know. I don't have a ton of miles on it. I actually borrowed a couple from a couple different friends here in Chicago and was able to get some miles on them. At first, it's weird, but the falling thing, if I'm being totally honest, I haven't pushed it more than the one wheel. I think the fastest I've ever got on an EUC was like 25, and that was kind of scary. So I wish I could say I'm a seasoned vet when it comes to the EUCs, but I'm not.
No, I appreciate where you're coming from. Social Media Lounge, I want you to feel me on this. It's like when people say we should take helmets off of football players because then they'll stop having concussions. You know why? They won't use their heads as weapons anymore because they don't have helmets on them. They'll stop doing it. And it's like, well, okay. Here's the thing. Even though the EUC is stronger, I ride it way less aggressive than I ride my one wheel.
Yeah.
Strictly because of that. Because I realize if something happens to that algorithm and it dumps me, there's no foot pad to hit the ground and then jump off of. It's just whoop. I mean, you're just whoop. I can't stress it enough how much anxiety I get over that. Even though I love riding it and I know it can handle more, but because of that, I've really never really fallen off of my EUC. After the learning phase, because you're not using it like a one wheel. So I wanted people to just kind of know that it's a different vibe, man.
Yeah,
no, I'm afraid.
I agree with that. It's definitely a different vibe. I mean, it's hard to say one's better than the other. If I had to say one was better for utility, I mean, the EUC in terms of what you can get, speed wise, range wise, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like you said, they're just different. They're way different.
It's a different vibe. It is. And so, Jim, you said you're scared?
Yeah. Now I'm afraid to try it. A learning curve again for something new.
Put shin guards on. I swear to God, put shin guards on. You whack it because the the EUC is here, right, between your legs, and then the foot pads are like this. And when it spins out of control, boom! They spin and they whack you.
Yeah, and that's like 40. Shit. I mean, some of those can be really heavy too. I mean, Anybody know the weight on the Sherman? I want to say it's somewhere in the 80-pound range.
Whoa.
Nate, have you ever picked it up while it was on? Like lifted it off the ground?
Yes, I have.
Can you explain that?
They could start spinning and kind of going crazy.
Why is this? Jim, can you help me out maybe with or Lyle maybe would know. I don't know. Why is it that when you pick it up, it assumes acceleration? It's like, oh, you want me to go faster? As if you pick it up, it's like, the wheel just starts rolling.
You seriously asking me? I just said I rode 3 feet and then had like the most disgraceful dismount ever. This guy never listens to me.
I'm saying.
It depends on the wheel because I know that a lot of them have kill switches in the handles.
That would be
so
nice.
Right when you grab it to pick it up, the wheel will actually cut off.
That would be great.
That's a good question. I'm not entirely sure why. I just looked up. The Sherman is 77 pounds.
Jesus H.
I know the Monster Pro, which is the heaviest EUC, is a little bit above that. Yeah, they can be heavy. So all that to say, Adam, you're completely right. Wear shin guards because, yeah, if that thing spins or like if it's going to dump, it's not like a one wheel where it's not really going to necessarily run over you. You're going to fall off of it. But the EUC can land on top of your leg, which when I was first learning, that was one thing that happened to me. It didn't actually like hurt. It pinched me a little bit. And I realized like, oh, you got to be careful with these things because you got 40 pounds coming down on top of your ankle like that. That could be bad.
And it's funny when they go out of control. Like when you jump off of your one wheel, it'll just
like funny, haha, or
no, it hurts like fuck. Look,
okay.
when you're one wheel, when you bail from it, it just like think about it. It just kind of like keeps going, right? Or just kind of like slowly tumbles. This thing gets a mind of its own and starts spinning like the Tasmanian devil, and it's like pieces start flying off of it, and you're just waiting for it to stop so you can get in there, double dutch, maybe grab it.
Double Dutch.
So the
double Dutch clutch
is 88 pounds. The Monster Pro, Gotway's Monster Pro is 88 pounds.
Yeah.
That is insane.
That is
a ton of weight.
But they come with
So
suspension.
what's the walk of shame with those? If they cut out, do you still have the same walk of shame?
Not at all. This is where they crush because they have handles. They have suitcase handles, dude.
Yeah.
You can just walk with it. And if they're normal, if they're not broken, you can use the self-balancing of the board to help you walk it. So literally just a little push forward and it'll walk itself forward, and then you just kind of tip it to lean
But
back.
let's say you've got a dead wheel though.
Oh, not so good.
That thing's not balancing itself anymore, so you do have a weight with you then because it won't roll. You would be able to push it long as you kept the I guess the frame of it up. You'd be able to push it, but I don't think it would work the way
you'd have to
that
pull
it would if it was self-balancing.
Yeah, you'd have to pull it. You're right. Okay, so that's a good question.
Chiming in from Australia, Tasmanian devils don't spin, only in cartoons.
Well, Warner Brothers really screwed me on that one, Australia. I don't know what you want from me.
So yeah, social media lounge chiming in. Shin guards are a definite must. James up in Boston saying he's about to pull the trigger on getting an EUC.
Get one. They're cool, man. They're awesome. I love mine.
I missed who said this one, but I just wrote it down that they got an EUC because they felt if that got stolen, it wouldn't be as painful as the electric bike getting stolen.
Dude, two things I can't get over on the EUC is the colors and the beeps. Come on. I just can't.
It's a little speaker. Go cut the wire.
Beep, beep, beep,
I was gonna say the beeps are for the safety. What do you mean the beeps aren't cool? What are you talking about? If anything, that's
respect
one of the best
the
things
beeps,
about
as
the
Nate
EUC,
said.
man.
If you don't know what he's talking about, that there's no pushback. It just goes on a beep system. It's 1, it's 2, or it's 3, and 3 means stop.
So it does have a pushback as well. So it depends. Every brand has their own little set. Okay. So King Song is different than Gotway is different than In Motion. They all do something different. Actually, some brands will do a tilt forward to show you that you're coming to the end.
Excuse me?
King Song, I'm pretty sure, does a tilt back. So they do the same thing with the beeps, but the only difference is you can set the beeps to be whatever you want. So if you want it to beep at 20 miles an hour, because that's as fast as you ever want to go, you can do that. That's one thing about the EUCs that I'm like, excellent. Like this is something that can be, if it can be copied software wise, I think it's an amazing feature.
Interesting. Okay, I'll take that.
Of course, Spaceballs, I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sleeps, I've lost the creeps. I'm not going to try it now. No.
There you go.
So we've successfully...
Welcome to sensibility.
I think this is
Obviously,
good.
town population 1, Lyle, and now Jim.
Yes, we're there.
I think this is good for everybody to go through before they step on one, so that they know, okay, this thing can fuck you up, but
Yeah.
it's so much fun once you figure it out. It really is. It's a lot of fun. I haven't figured out how to go backwards yet. That's terrifying. That's a trust fall backwards. But I really, it's very simple. It's as intuitive as a one wheel. You know how when a one wheel clicks, you just like think you want to go over there and you just go over there and you don't think how I want to go over there. You just go over there. It's very much as the same thing, but a different feel. Problem for me, the other thing that really sucks, I'm bow-legged, so my legs go out like this, like from waist to feet, my legs go out at the knees like that. So all of the weight is on the inside of my knees. Let's just get
So isn't that beneficial for you to be bow-legged on these things?
No, because these things, you have to pinch it in between your knees. And so I want to avoid all the weight being in the middle of my it's already there. And so like basically what I'm saying is the inner halves of my knees are sore after like 30 to 45 minutes of riding. And I know that'll probably go away.
I mean, it's very similar. I feel like even with the one wheel that like the muscle memory needs to get built up. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
It's big time, especially ankles and inner calves. And it's a totally different beast though, for sure.
So
Nate, what you got for top 3?
No. We have to get him out of here. Lyle's trying to get me off this because he knows what's coming. Do you have to leave, or are you good to stick around and make fun of me and Lyle for a minute?
It's supposed to make fun of me, but
no,
shit, all right.
It's me too. Nate, are you working today, or do you need to go?
No, I'm good. I'm hanging out now. I got my work done.
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's party.
Here's what happened, because I don't think you were on the Patrons Only podcast. You didn't get a chance to see this and hear this. So what happened was we were discussing how do you do with blood, because on last week's Patrons Only podcast, all of a sudden we saw on the Zoom, Jim is now the host of the meeting, and then Lyle cut out and was gone. We were like, circuit breaker? I don't know. Who knows what happened? But we were talking about Belly's finger getting cut at the time. Jim, Nate, how do you do with blood and guts on TV and stuff?
Well, okay. I'm okay. If it's like small stuff, I was cleaning a knife like, I don't know, about a year ago, and like an idiot. Are you ever doing something and you know it's dumb? You're just like, I shouldn't be doing it this way. I shouldn't be aiming it towards myself. I know all the rules that I shouldn't be doing. And I'm like, whatever. And I'm just cleaning it and it slips and I gash my top of my knuckle or whatever. And it was one of those hits where like, you just take a second and you're like, oh no, this is going to be bad. And it just starts pouring.
Okay,
like
stop,
it doesn't even like
stop.
Oh.
Nate, stop. Lyle, you good?
I'm good. I was more caught up on the stupidity, because he said it starts with a thought that like, oh, this is going to be bad. So no,
Well, there might.
Nate, I've never had that experience. If this is going to be bad, like riding an EUC and eating my teeth, I'm going to stay away from it.
So there might be some people.
But you got on the EUC. You got on the EUC, didn't you?
I did, and then
I
said,
there you
done.
go.
So there might be some people like Lyle in the social media lounge right now who are not down with the blood and guts. It was happening on our Patrons Only podcast, and this was from yesterday's show. I get really queasy, like if it's like surgery videos or whatever, even just like a pregnancy. Like I'm good. I'm good. Something happens to me in my grundle. I think that's the word. It's like in my taint.
Your taint?
Yeah,
Your
the
taint.
Where that muscle just clamps up when I see something like that. I can't walk. I'm like, oh God. And I make this face like I just drank a shot of tequila. If anybody knows me, I'm like, oh God.
He makes the same face whenever he eats seafood.
So that's how things started on this discussion. What do you got, Lyle?
So when you were just talking about it again, and last night we were watching something on TV, and some guts came up, and I got that feeling. Mine wasn't in the taint. Mine was like that hip muscles next, like.
But it's like rigor mortis, dude. You can't move.
It's like right on the sides, like somebody had grabbed my hips and squeezed me.
So here's Lyle finishing off the story of what happened to him last show.
So we did a project once out in California where we're doing all of these HD video stuff in a cadaver lab in a medical school. And we had to do color correction during a procedure for these cameras. And I had a puke bucket with me. And I just kept like, whoa.
Wait, did you
Man,
actually? Wait a minute.
I'm weird. For me, it never bothers me at all. Like nothing bothers me about
Well,
it.
attendant talk took me right out of the garage into the bushes and puking into my house.
You puked,
Oh yeah,
buddy.
I was
That'll do it.
I was very what did they say in Workaholics? I was unbueno.
Unbueno.
Wow. Oh man, and I was thankful for the rain after that because it washed all the puke away nicely.
Lyle, come on, man. During the show, we just had to bail and boot. Oh, buddy.
You know, if we're on Zoom and if anybody else saw it, and if you put like a pencil where my head was at the start of the talk.
Get on camera right now. Put yourself on camera and show them where you were. Because everybody, you've all seen this. If you've seen the show, you know Lyle's camera shot. So highlight yourself right now so that we can see you.
Oh boy, okay, hang on.
Right now we're looking at Nate. So I want you to come on screen. And while we were recording, we noticed we still only have, there he is. All right. So now go down to where you were. This is what he looked like. And we didn't notice it at the time. But literally, Lyle was doing recording like this.
I was leaning on my workbench like this with the microphone just facing my face.
Nobody caught it. And Belly's just sitting there talking about a sliced tendon. And all of a sudden, Lyle's like, I got to go. I got to go. That's it. I'm out. So, sorry, man.
Chimed in a few hours later. Yep, I'm okay, guys.
I'm glad you're okay, buddy. Let's get Nate out of here with the top three. Nate's struggling. Once you go, I go.
Yeah, I can feel it. Starting to well up.
Nate's so glad he stuck around.
You're
for
getting that salivation like in the mouth, like in the glands in the back.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's how you know it's going down.
that's
like,
what
my
was
mouth
happening.
My mouth is getting wet. It's lubing up the mouth. It's ready. Yeah.
From the social media lounge, I was hoping to hear about Adam Stain today.
Oh my god, that's what was cracking me up when I saw that.
I'm sorry. All right, so Nate, let me get that pulled up for you here. Nate, how is this process going? You're picking the if people want to get highlighted on the top three every week, what are you looking for?
So use the hashtag TTR Top 3. You can also just send me any videos that you like or anything that sticks out to you. That's at Fordged, Fordged on Instagram, or I don't know, Reddit, or it's pretty much the same handle everywhere. Twitter too. I don't know if y'all is anybody on Twitter? Does anybody want to? I don't even know. So yeah, just send them over to me. Otherwise, I pretty much just troll through the top on Instagram using the hashtag, or if there's something that I particularly saw recently. I like to use the hashtag Onewheel or Onewheel tricks as well, just in case I don't see something from somebody that I'm not following. That way it's kind of like an even playing field too. So it's kind of up to Instagram algorithms and also just whatever gets sent to me. So
Giddy up. All right, well, I have no audio from that video. It's not your fault. It's something funky going on in ours. So I'm going to play music on top of it. All right, buddy, take it away. Here we go.
Top 3 of the week. Happy to be here, people. Number 1, we've got ASAP White DKC, and apparently he hasn't been riding a ton of time, but I will say this spine transfer in particular was one thing that was like, dang. I mean, I get knocked down, but I get up again, right? Like this is just, you just love to see this where it's just like you come back, you want to land it. Look at this, hops up, hops down. Look at that is steep.
Dude, I've been riding for 3 years. I can't do that.
You just started, you said, huh?
Number 2, the Carve Life. I wanted this one particular just to show you guys like the amazing views that owning a one wheel can get you. Like, look at this. Just for that split second, replay that quick. Look at that with the water in the back, hitting these little steps. Like, how cool is that? Like, amazing. It's also like, there's also like a foot of snow here in Chicago, so I saw this and I was a little bit jealous. So. Chris Gilman is going for a double backflip off of a one wheel into sand. And if you guys haven't, I would check out the YouTube page. This guy's editing is clean. It's just, it's super good. It's well put together. So yeah, he's really going for a double backflip off of the one wheel into the sand. And it just, look at this. Look at this.
Wow.
Is that wild? And of course, he's not satisfied with that landing, so he's got to actually like stick it. So he goes back for a couple more tries. Look at this.
What?
Get out.
Boom. So there's your Ford's top 3 of the week. Always happy to be here, y'all.
Thank you, buddy.
Man, just amazing.
Brother
Look at that
Nate
double.
coming through.
Nate Spuick, ladies and gentlemen, very good job from Forged, Fordged. Thank you for doing that, dude. People amaze me. I don't know how we are like cats, but some people, man, can just do that kind of stuff, and it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
I still is it me? I still marvel at how clean people can hit those sex change jumps on their one wheels every time. I'm like, every time, bro.
I was watching Sam do it the other day, and I'm like, how?
Like it's
He goes, "So
nothing.
you just kind of hop from the ankles. I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay.
Jim, what do we have for the rest of the show here? Do you have anything for the people? Are we missing anything? I feel like we're doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing great. You know, I hope Belly is getting his mouth cleaned up there, and he'll be ready to rock this next week.
He'll be back. He'll be on the Patrons Only podcast. We'll do another one of those. Hopefully, we will not talk about my body parts as we have been. But no,
that's too bad.
It's been fun over there, and if you do want to support the squad, it does help us. It really does, and we appreciate anybody who's able to. So thank you. And if you can't, it's okay too. We'll still continue to play clips that'll make you laugh, hopefully, on this show. So thanks for everybody being here for.
All right, I gotta bust somebody's balls right now.
March.
I don't know how. Bob just chimed in on the live chat, social media lounge, and he's like, "One is skiing and one is snowboarding. They're not the same." Thanks, Bob.
We're like 58 minutes behind. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I had to interrupt you there. I'm so sorry.
Way to go, Bob.
For Bob Nicholson and everybody here at TTR Studios, folks, we gotta go. Thank you for joining us. Nate Spuick, again, help out his channel. He's very, very awesome and does a lot of good stuff over there from Forge. Nate, say goodbye to the people, man.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Till next week.
See you soon. Thanks, Nate. And Jim, I'm going to have you close out today's show because for Lyle and me, we do this all the time, but I didn't even give you a chance last week. So we're out of here. Social Media Lounge Belly will be back next week. Jim, take it home.
All right. Hey, everybody, be good or be good at it. See you next time.
Aloha.
Aloha.